4, 3. We're there. We're live. Well, for anybody who's watching this early, we're just getting everything ready for y'all can get settled back, relaxed. We've got special guests tonight. Of course, Off Grid Arcade, my co-host and co-founder of this tournament, is here with us tonight. But we've got a special guest, Gaming Road Warrior, with us tonight. So this gives us a chance to check and make sure we might make sure our live stream is working, Bart. But I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, it's active on my channel.
Okay. Well, if it's not on mine, it is on yours, and that's good enough for me. I don't care. Anyway.
Yeah, I can't check yours because I unsubbed you again.
Oh, well, that works. Okay, well, we might as well just bring ourselves into the chat. What the heck? This is an experiment to play around with. Let's see. Remove from full screen. And what you were watching there, folks, was Off-Grid Arcade. Off-Grid. That was Mr. Postile playing a little Pinball FX, destroying Pinball.
Don't blame me for Poe's poor playing. I don't want to take credit for that. Although I can't say anything about the creature from the Black Lagoon, though, so I have to pick on him about the Wild West Rampage. How's it going, Mike?
Good. Wasn't sure this was going to work since I'm kind of using this laptop. I thought this was kind of too old, but it seems to be running fine.
Yeah, looks good. Sounds good.
Cool.
Sounds good. You look marvelous. You just look marvelous.
Nice.
Excuse me. I'm getting my evening nourishment here. I should have done that before we started. Hey, guess what? Week 10 has begun. And what a booger, man. I had to start it off because I had to start it to get it going. And at least I was in first place for a little while. But last time I looked, Mr. Postile was in the lead. Now I haven't looked at it in a couple hours, so I don't know if anybody's looked at it. I'll go look at it here in a little bit, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Yeah. Poe was still leading when I got done playing, so that tells you how my game went. I think, Greg, I snuck over you by less than 100,000 points.
Really?
Yeah, I thought for sure when I drained, I got 4 million on the initial launch, and I still only got. I didn't even get 7. It was terrible. But
I hit one thing in there. Whatever I hit, I just saw 4 million throw up on the screen. I don't remember what ball it was, but when I saw that, I said, "Hallelujah!" At least I broke the million. Because
you got the 4 million when you got the snack bar active, and you got the I in film, I think, or the L. I can't remember. Maybe it was the L. I can't remember. So
I know. Some guys have talked about practicing it, and I said, to hell with that. Every time I practice, I do better than when I'm actually playing. So I just said, screw it, I'm going to play it.
Right. Yeah, that's all I did. I just jumped right in and played. We're getting some people showing up. I saw Mr. Livewire was in the chat, and Derek is here. Chaos is here. Champagne Room popped in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Yes.
I saw you said hi to me. Sorry.
One ball, one try. This is going to be good or really embarrassing. Well, Greg and I, we put ours on video. Ours is on YouTube, so we weren't too worried, but it was embarrassing.
Well, I got to ask Mike. Mike, have you tried it yet? Do you have that game? Are you planning on being in this week's?
No, I own it. I played it. I know Poe was ahead of me on the other one, so I just kind of gave up. I wasn't doing too good on it. So yeah, I haven't tried it lately, so probably tonight after this, I might play a little.
Yep. Well, you join in on the tournament, and you know how to get in it, and give it your one ball, one shot. Because I'm telling you what, this guy right down here, wherever he is what a sleeper, man. Oh, I don't play much pinball, and Mike's got a great gaming channel. He does a lot of cool games and stuff, but I just didn't see him as a pinball guy, and he's the pinball guy. And Bart backed me up on that.
Yeah. We're not going to bring up Star Trek for sure when Mike's around. But Mike was the sleeper. We thought, he doesn't even play pinball. We're going to put it to him, and he's kind of gone the other way on us and taught us a thing or two.
Now for Mr. Postile, when he's listening tomorrow morning on the way in, I don't want a disappointment not miss him, because he is definitely what we expected.
Poe did not disappoint. I like how Poe was blaming me for his play last night on the live stream. I don't know. Was he really playing better before I got there, or is he making excuses?
No, he speaks the truth. I was there.
Yeah. You seem to be playing better.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeah.
Now, since we're mentioning other people's channel, I mentioned Mike and the Gaming Road Warrior channel. Again, I want you to make sure you check it out. Of course, everybody should know myself or Off Grid. This is being simulcast on both channels, and you watch our pinball stuff, and you might see some of my other nonsense that I'm putting up lately just because I want to have fun. So, I'm putting up stuff I like to do. But I got to say something. I want to put in a little plug for Mr. Postile, who is doing some live streaming lately. He's doing some stuff with his PS5, and he's been doing some pinball. And I'm telling you, he's doing a real fine job of it. So you're really not giving yourself some good viewing experience if you don't go over and check him out, because you do need to check out Mr. Poe. He's a lot better spoken than I am. I mean, he's a great spokesman. Matter of fact, he should be on the radio, because he shouldn't have his face on video. But everybody's supposed to laugh at that. Yeah, he's good.
It's funny because Poe went a long time without doing any live streams. Now he's like addicted. He's on all the time, but it's good stuff. That PS5 really does a great job with that live stream. It looks phenomenal. So, even in spite of Poe's face being on the screen, the rest of the screen looks great. It's that bottom left corner. I just put Post-it notes on my TV right where Poe puts his face up, so it's much better.
Yeah,
go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
No, he's a floating head on screen.
Max Headroom.
See,
I'd be remiss if I didn't say anything about Arcade Chaos. I want to thank you for being in here tonight, as always, supporting us on the streams. And you might check out, he's kind of had some channel changes, so you can see he's in here now in the chat. Make sure you check out his channel. And if you've noticed the other one, I don't know. It's if he wants to explain it in there a little bit in the chat or whatever, or put a link in there, I think you can do that. So you make sure people get to your new channel. Chaos, that'll be no problem for us. So knock yourself out. So anyway. So, okay, real quick, we'll get down to business, then we'll have some more fun just shooting the bull. Champagne Room still in first place. Thank you. Off Grid Arcade, another absolutely fantastic spreadsheet here. Mail made out. Looks like Champagne Room is in the lead, along with Classic Rocking, Live Wire 713, Balls a Slapping. Now, the second and third place, the top number 2 and 3 on the spreadsheet are tied for second. Number 4, 5, and 6 are tied for third. Number 7 and 8 are tied for fourth, and everybody else that played every week is tied for fifth. So even if you played every week, you're tied for fifth place, and that's why we did it this way. So I think I can pretty much say, if my co-founder of this doesn't mind me saying, that everybody who played every week is going to be in the finale. We have that much information to give out now. So next week's live stream is the one you need to check out, because we're going to be giving specific instructions, and also on our community tabs and on our channels as well. We'll be getting the information out to those of you on how to get the information on how to sign into your tournament, because you're going to have 2 tournaments running at one time, and we can only run one at G.Parkers Arcade Room and one at Off Grid Arcade at a time. So you'll either be assigned to Bart's tournament or my tournament, and it's going to be a kind of a bracket type thing that will have a process of elimination. And I think we figured out it'd run 4 more weeks, but that's just for the people. And I can pretty much say that it'll be everybody that played, and it's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky like today. So nobody's complained so far. Everybody's been good natured about it. I mean, we all know it's just for fun. $25 gift card is going to go out after this week to somebody from a drawing. And then, of course, the grand prize winner is going to get a $25 gift card and a little trophy. So with that being said, we are going to make it tough, though, because it's not going to be it's going to be a little bit of luck involved, because as you can see, when there's one ball and one, you could drain right off the bat, and hey, I don't care how good you are, that unfortunate fate of events can happen. So we just want to give everybody a chance and keep everybody interested in being a part of it. So I do want to thank Champagne Room, Livewire, Balls a Slappin', Vasteline, V-A-S-T-E-L-I-N-E. And I know that guy, I just can't pronounce the name, but I don't think he minded me saying his name's Mike. And he's, I think he was in first place on this week's one ball tournament when I saw last. So, wait a second, is that you? That's you, Mike? No, that's not you.
No.
No. Never mind. My bad. What am I thinking? You're under at Mike Seavey. No, I know who that is. That's Mike. Yeah, he's actually a local guy from around here. So, but I just happened to run into one day and talking about pinball and stuff, and he said he wanted to follow the channel. So kind of cool. So that's really all I've got, Bart. Anything you want? Anything you want to say?
I just think it's amazing to me that we're all ready to week 10. It just flown by 10 weeks already, and yeah, it's good time. So yeah, the playoffs are going to be interesting, and yeah, the 2 brackets and getting it down to the wire, it should be fun. So, but we'll go over all those details next week. Right, and then we're going to start the playoffs. Are we going to start them on what day are we starting it? Because we got to talk about it on Sunday night. Are we going to then run it Monday through Friday?
It won't start. Yeah, it won't start next Sunday morning because we won't have the information out yet. We'll have our live stream on Sunday night, and then we'll decide then when to put it out. And, they're going to be like today's tournament with one ball. I'm not saying, trying to give anything away, and I don't know if they're all going to be one ball, one play. But, I let it run for 5 days, even though everybody could be done today. But what if you're out of town? What if you're a guy that works Monday through Thursday and you got to come in on Friday to do it? So we're going to figure it out and make sure that everybody that has a chance to play can play. So, but thank you, Bart, for bringing that up. It will not be starting at Sunday on noon. It'll be after the stream time.
Yeah.
Hell, we may start it on the stream.
Yeah, you can do that.
So,
yeah.
I'm looking up the tournaments now on the Switch because I think it'll show pretty. Yep, there it is. It'll show pretty much everybody's score, I think, except unless you're not playing on a Switch or Steam. It shows Steam, but what is it? Doesn't show PlayStation people, doesn't it? Or
Right. And as far as I know, is it just Balls of Slapping that is on a PlayStation?
I don't know. He said he was going to play on both, but I don't know.
Yeah, because I feel like he's the one that doesn't show up on when I look at the Switch when Kelly's playing. Or last week I had to play because I was out of town.
But it does look like Postile is still holding the lead. Vaseline, that I mentioned earlier. So, boy, old man syndrome's kicking in on the Switch. I can't see them scores. Okay, Poe's got 8,813,000. Vasteeline Vasteline has 7,379,000. Off Grid Arcade, God, he just reasoned me out at, what is it, 6,854,000? And I got 6,761,000. You're right. That is pathetic.
Yeah, it was really close. But, yeah, it's tough because, man, I started off with that good launch. I got the skill shot and got the F lit, and I thought, okay, I'm going to get some points here. And, man, I just done. Like, what the crap? So.
If you watch my video, there's a couple times I bobbled the ball, and I don't know how the heck that happened. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. A champagne room. I hope Poe does win. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Now, you can help him out with that champagne room. Just don't use your flippers when you play, and you can help Poe achieve that.
You can help Poe the same way Arcade Chaos has helped Poe every week.
Right. Oh.
We won't go there. Poor Chaos. He's in there every week. I love him. He's been in there every week playing with us, and he does a great job. He's a good guy, and I'm glad to have him in with us on the tournament. So, that's basically where we're at. Go ahead, Poe. Yeah. I'm finding Poe, Mike, Bart.
Well, I was just looking at the chat, and they're talking a little bit about the Zaccaria tables. And if we were done talking about the tournament, I don't know if we wanted to bring that in because Derek was asking Chaos about the deluxe. Are the Zaccarias available on the PS5, Mike?
I haven't tried looking at that yet. I could probably try tonight, see if I can install it. Yeah,
and like all of them, you can. It's a free install, and you get one table for free. But yeah. Derek was asking about the deluxe tables because Chaos mentioned he likes the deluxe. I tend to like the remakes are my favorite group. I don't know where you stand with that stuff, Greg, but the deluxe tables are neat though. But there's something about the remakes that I think that grab my attention. But I think they play well and they look great, and I think they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And, Chaos just brought up the Stern tables. And, each one of them has their own thing that you like about them. I mean, FX3 to me is great graphics, great sound. Pinball FX is even an improvement on that. There's things that I like and don't like about all of them, but one of the things I do love, the FX, Zen Studios, seems to have so far, certain amount of cross-platforming. It's not 100% there. Friends that you can see leaderboards against. I don't think Zaccaria is kind of like a Pinball Arcade, isn't it, Bart, where it's only – you're not seeing friends. you're just seeing everybody, right? Or can you see friends on Zaccaria?
Yeah, you can. Zaccaria is weird though because they got all the different. They got the arcade mode and the classic mode, and then there's 3-ball and 5-ball for each. So there's 4 different leaderboards if you play a whole game. So if I play the classic 3-ball and you play the arcade 3-ball, we won't see each other's scores. Right. So you got to make sure you're on the same one. But I can see your score because we both play on Steam.
Right.
But I don't think you can't see the Steam. I don't think you can see each other when you're on cross-platform.
Well, I know that Mike here, Gaming Road Warrior, he was on Star Trek. Now I'm switching, so keep track of what I'm talking about. Arcade, the Pinball Arcade. And Pinball Arcade's strange on the Switch. I don't know about the PlayStation, but there's 2. There's Stern's Pinball Arcade, and then there's a Pinball Arcade. Now, somebody can tell me that sometime. Shoot me in the head. I don't know. What the heck was that all about? But long story short, I know that Mike had posted in our little chat group a beautiful score on there. So I went to just go look at it on the leaderboard, and it doesn't appear. Well, that's because he's playing on the PlayStation 5? Is that what you're playing?
Yeah, it's a PlayStation 4 game, though. I'm just playing on my PS5. Yep.
So, see, it doesn't cross. It's not. A matter of fact, if Mike's score could be counted with the scores that are on the Switch on that, he'd have the all-time high score because I don't think anybody's beat that score on the Switch.
Yeah, the high score on the Switch is way lower than Mike's score.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I was playing that and I was getting close to Mike's score, and he started tearing up, so I just let the ball drain because I didn't want him to quit, so I left him have it. I mean, I had that really good game in my mind, and I found out I was at almost 10% of Mike's score, and I was like, oh, that's. How long does it take you to get that type of score, Mike? How long is each game?
Well, actually, when I was playing it, they have the different missions you do on the game, and I've actually passed all of them, and I got 3 multi-balls with it. Yeah. That's how I got it. And it's just like, wow, but that's kind of sometimes, and it just when I fired it up this time, I did really good on that game. Yeah.
Well, how long does that take you? 30 minutes?
Oh, no, I think about 15, somewhere around there. Yeah, it was just consistent. After I got done with the mission, it goes to the second one and so forth. And I was just surprised. I'm like, whoa, I'm completing all these and then getting the multiple multi-balls. So I guess that's how I got a really good game on it. But yeah, I do love the game. I mean, I keep playing it. So kind of like Poe with Creature. I know he's good at it because when I was playing single player with him, he had a really high score on it. I couldn't catch up to him on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish we could see each other on the friends boards from the different platforms. That would be awesome.
Oh yeah, they need a tournament for Stern. That would be nice.
That would be awesome if they had tournament. That's the one thing I think the biggest benefit for me with Zen is the tournaments, just to be able to do those tournaments, and that's cross-platform so everyone can get in it, and I think it's awesome. But yeah, and then let's see, Derek was asking about the Stern on Steam. I guess after the Ghostbuster, after you finish a game, it shuts down and sends you back to Steam. I don't play the Stern on Steam, so I don't know. I play it on the Switch.
FX3 was doing some funny stuff with me this morning. I was getting nervous. I told you that 2 or 3 weeks ago I really screwed up, and I just had a thing unplugged on my wall and I couldn't get internet. But today I got home, plenty of time to get this tournament set up, had my video ready to go, and I could not get it to link to Steam. Second time it's done that. But just what you're talking about, Derek, I shut down a table, and it shut down the whole FX3 and left the Steam environment running. I had to relaunch the Steam software. So that may be something to do with Steam servers. I don't know. I'm just saying it may be. Retro Man Randy Savage, hello from across the pond.
Hey, Retro Man, Randy Savage. Nice to see you.
Oh, always good to see Brother Savage.
Snoochie Boochies. And look who showed up, the wonderful Kelly Huff.
Yeah.
She hasn't done the one ball, one attempt yet.
Yeah. I don't talk about when Kelly plays with one ball. That's a that gets into territory that's
a personal issue.
Bo might swerve off the road if we get to talking about Kelly playing with one ball.
Well, you know,
she didn't play hers yet.
Huh?
She didn't play hers yet. She didn't even know I was out here playing mine because apparently my game didn't last long enough that she realized I was gone. I just came back in and said, "Oh, I made a video playing that game." But
if you watch mine, it was 90 seconds. I had the ball in play for just about 90 seconds.
Yeah. I didn't time mine, but it couldn't have been any more than that. I think mine was less than that. I don't know. It seemed like it was like 12 seconds. But man, let's see. Pretty much everyone's saying hey to Retro Man Randy Savage.
You know, since we're on the subject and we're kind of done really talking about what's going to happen with the what's happening with this tournament, is that something? Obviously Bart and I are probably going to take a little break from this and regroup and decide what we want to do. But if there's an interest, we did seem to get a good community interest in this. We've had some good amount of people showing up, and we're open to some suggestions. I mean, FX3 seems the way to go right now. The majority of the people have it, and it's available. And it's simple. Pinball FX is up and coming. We could do something with that, but I kind of hate to. It's still new. I hate to force people into buying those tables. Of course, we'll probably only do them on the tables that are only available on Pinball FX, because a lot of people are going to be like you and I, Bart, that don't want to buy them on both platforms.
Right. And as we learned this week, was that just yesterday, I think, wasn't it, when Zen did their show? The new FX isn't even going to be available on the Switch until July at the earliest.
I hadn't watched that show yet. I had it earmarked to do today, and I got busy with some other stuff. So I'm first hearing that. So you're talking about July, right? Okay.
July, yeah. They mentioned it in the on their stream for their show that aired yesterday. They said no way they're going to get April done, and they're shooting for July. So I'm thinking that's the earliest. But I'm thinking they're going to release it on Steam, because they did say there's going to be some big platform, a different platform release in April. I don't know what else it would be other than Steam, because it's already on Xbox, PlayStation, and Epic for PC. I don't know what else, unless I don't know what they're going to do. Yeah. Hey, AZ Cowboy 1's in the house. Oops. Sorry.
No, that's my bad. I should just leave it alone. I just wanted to throw AZ Cowboy 1 in, but Derek's in there. Did you mention the new platform in April? Still okay. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they did mention, but they didn't say what it was. AZ Cowboy 1. What'd you miss? You missed a couple weeks in the tournament, I noticed. I haven't seen him in the tournaments lately.
Yeah.
Derek says Attack from Mars. Attack from Mars is a great table. That is a fun table.
Looks like Arizona Cowboy says a guy takes a month to move to a new house. I mean, oh, so he's doing well. I know what moving's like. That
Oh yeah,
he definitely got a big excuse there.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, yeah, Derek. Getting back to the FX release, I'm thinking it will be Steam because I don't know what else it could be. Because what other platforms are there? When they said there is another new platform, and then, well, I'm looking forward to that Kong versus Godzilla. They still haven't shown any table art or anything. They just have that teaser art that kind of has their silhouettes. But that should be neat. Let's see.
So that's going to be their latest table that's going to come out as the Godzilla one?
I don't know when it's going to come out. They just teased it. They didn't say any, but I guess they teased it once before. I didn't see it, but they teased it once before. But that could be a really neat table, but I don't know.
I'll tell you, I've got that, and that's something we talked about last week a little bit, touched on is, I think if Steam is definitely going to come on board. I'm just sure of that because they said they just had to wait till that 1 year agreement was up with Epic. But, I don't think I'm going to switch it back over to Steam because Steam, I've got all my FX3 on one cabinet on Steam. And if I try to put something else on that cabinet, it seems to conflict with my VPX tables and all that, in my Pinball Emporium. So I'm thinking that I'm going to stick with Epic because I'll tell you, with the exception of having to always turn the cabinet mode on, but it's not that big a deal. I fire that computer up now that's in that second cabinet, and it goes straight to Pinball FX, and then all I have to do is click to activate the cabinet mode, and I'm golden. And I got all the controls working. And I've had a lot of company over lately. The weather's been getting better. Some people been getting out, and man, they're digging those Pinball FX tables. I mean, they just really dig them. Cool stuff.
Yeah, I don't see the reason to switch to Steam myself. Other than I do have a couple of people who have added me on friends as on Steam because of this tournament, and they're not on Epic, but I just don't know. It seems to be working fine. I don't have an issue with Epic. I don't know much about Epic, but it seems to be working. So I don't know if it's worth the hassle to try to switch to Steam.
Right. You got a little technical issue here, Bart. Can you drop me out of the chat and you and Mike take over for a minute? I got a little situation here. I'll be
okay. So,
all right.
I bumped the button and took him out before I was ready. All right, everybody, you know the drill. When Greg goes away, this is the time to trash talk him in the chat. Anything negative you want to say about Greg, let it rip. We will be sure to edit them before he gets back. But yeah, I don't know. Do you know much about the Steam versus Epic in general?
No, I don't play on Steam. I'm usually on GOG. If you don't know what that is, it's Good Old Games because it's what is it, DRM free. I tend to buy from them if I'm buying a computer game. But for Epic, I do have Epic on my gaming PC. So, yeah, but I don't play pinball on my computer, so yeah, I wouldn't know.
Right.
Just the Switch or the PS5.
Yeah. See now, because Epic, they give away free games all the time too, don't they?
They do. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know, for all I know, Steam does too, because I only use Steam for Pinball FX 3, and then I only use Epic for FX. Someone actually, I don't even know who, maybe they'll watch this, but they left a comment in one of my videos saying I guess they made a Steam game and they wanted me to feature it on my channel. I'm like, I play Steam on a pinball cabinet. I don't know how well your game will play on a vertical screen. But yeah, I found that interesting. Let's see. Derek says,
it would be kind of hard to do.
yeah. Derek used to buy GOG all the time too, he says.
Yeah, I love GOG, Derek. Yeah.
But
GOG, help me out, GOG.
Good old games. I think they're
Oh,
based.
good old game. Okay.
Yeah. You can buy their
Oh.
games and they're DRM free, so you can pretty much, like, if you want to have a copy on 2 computers, they really don't care. I think that just their main concern's just not to pirate the game, but they're trusting you with the game that you purchased from them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was all excited about GOG because I thought it stood for Get Out, Greg.
Well, acronyms. Acronyms are something that's. I made the mistake on. I've been playing Metroid series games. I've been featuring them on my channel. Probably driving my pinball fans nuts, but hey, what the heck? It's been fun. No, I didn't poop my pants, but okay. Since you brought it up, I'll tell you what happened. It's been decent weather around here, and I finally decided I'd put on some shorts. Right. Well, earlier today, I got in the Jeep and wore the shorts. Well, the Jeep's got all kinds of sharp edges on it, and I cut my leg, and I'm on blood thinners. And I just looked, and there was blood running down my leg down here. I don't know what crucial is that. I said, "Oh my god!" So it's no big deal. I just little cuts bleed like crazy. So I had to go get something because it was about to drip off my leg onto the carpet. And I thought, "Oh god!" So I'm sitting here with a piece of toilet paper stuck against it. I'm trying to get this stop. Well, there you go, Chaos. I didn't poop my pants, but I as well have. But I was talking about, I was playing those games, and I love that Metroid series. They came out with it on the Nintendo Online thing with the expansion pack, so you could play the Game Boy version, the older versions, and I bought the 2 versions. But where the hell was I headed with this? Oh, but I put a video up. I called it an RPG. They got RPGs and XYZs and all kinds. Somebody jumped me because I referred to it the wrong way. And I said, look, I'm an old man. I don't know nothing about this young kid stuff. I just enjoy playing the game. I stepped out of my comfort zone. So my new thing for him, and I noticed Post said it on his video, that it's an RFG. Real fun game. I don't care what they call it. It's a real fun game.
Right.
That's my story, and I'm sticking through it. I'm done with that. I'm going to stop bleeding.
Yeah. I never understood why people need to get all bent out of shape about stuff like that, though. It's like, is it really that important that someone refers to it wrong? It's like, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but whatever.
Oh, if you don't mind, I'll share this story real quick about people getting bent real easy. I used to cross-post a lot of my stuff on Reddit. Just, it seemed like it was a good way to get, but I quit doing that because I'll tell you what, it's got some cool content on it, I guess, but, it's a lot of people that need to eat a Snickers bar on there too. And when I first got that Stranger Things pinball machine, even at the professional pinball shop and everything I've read, I've watched these guys online, these guys that Chris, whatever his name is, that does on YouTube does pinball. They get their machines and you wax the play surface. You wax the play surface to protect that. It's painted wood is all it is. And I remember I was jacking around. I had the rag in my hand that I'd waxed the pinball table with, and I got wax on the pinball. So I just said in my video, I said, I'm waxing the pinballs. And some guy wrote on there, man, that really triggers me. Can you wax your pinballs, much less the table? Brand new machine, you're waxing your pin. What kind of idiot are you? And I wrote him back and I said, dude, I'm sorry, if I did something to upset you. And I said, I'd be happy, but my content is not responsible for psychological help you may need because you get triggered over something that's stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
He didn't like you waxing your balls?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I talked to a guy that actually had his balls waxed. That hurts.
I thought Poe swore you to secrecy, though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dadgummit, I didn't say a name until now.
Yeah.
Shall we digress? That needs to be a T-shirt. Waxing your pinballs. Yes, it absolutely does. I think I'll make a sign up for the arcade room down there that says "waxed balls only."
Oh man. Oh.
So I guess where I was headed earlier is I wonder if anybody. It'd be a shame if we couldn't figure out a way to do a community thing where it. Greg, there's your merch. Wax them. There you go. It's a shame we couldn't figure out a way to do a tournament amongst the group of viewers that we've got on, Zaccaria or, Pinball Arcade. I just don't know.
Right.
We'd have to put our heads together. So if anybody's got any suggestions, feel free to.
The only thing I can think of is using that Discord, and Derek set up that alternate tournaments little sub channel. We could do a tournament that way where but they would have to go in and post their scores. If we said, hey, we're doing a Stern anything but Star Trek because we want the rest of us to have a chance when Mike plays. But yeah, like we would say, we're going to do a Stern pinball Star Trek tournament, and you have to just go, and it's going to run from this time to this time and post your score. But the problem is, it can get out of hand with people posting a bunch of stuff, and it's hard to track. If everyone's posting every time they get a better score, pretty soon it's hard to figure out who. But it would just be for fun. Maybe it would just be, hey, we're doing this. If you want to post your scores amongst everyone else's, feel free.
They have a Facebook group that does that. They're from they're from all over. Matter of fact, the guy that runs it I quit participating just because I got too busy with other stuff. But that's what you do is you have to take a picture of your, and they're for cabinet users only. You could, but you take a picture of your cabinet, and you have to take a Post-it note and put the name just to make sure that it's all visible. You have to put the score you got, and they have a word for the day, and they post that every day. So the day you take that score, you got to write that word on that Post-it note along with your score and the name of the game, and post it. And that keeps everybody on the up and up from like Mike could get a 5 million score and take a picture of it and then post it 6 months from now in a tournament. It had to have the word of the day on that picture.
Right.
You can see why they do that. So, but it's still kind of an honor system thing. I mean, but like I say, it's all for fun anyway. I guess I could take that banner off the bottom. I didn't even realize that thing's still running.
Yeah. Now I don't even know. So that Stern pinball that we're playing, the Star Trek and all those, is that available on Steam? And is there a cabinet mode for that? Because
I do know that on the Switch you can rotate it, so you can play it on a portrait style screen. And I'm sure I bought that little monitor. I've thought about making myself a miniature pinball machine with that little 14-inch LCD monitor I picked up, and driving it with the Switch, because they do also sell a thing that goes into the C port in the bottom that you can put your keys, join a key encoder in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be curious to see if that works.
That's cool.
But to answer your question, I don't know about
that. I have no idea. But like you said, they do vertical, but which is kind of the way you got to play FX for now. if you're going to do tournaments, because they don't let you do cabinet mode inside tournaments. So you're kind of just playing on a vertical screen.
Yeah.
You know, single screen. The back glass isn't doing anything.
I got a question. I got a question before we get out of here tonight for Derek. If Derek, I see you're still in there. Derek has done a great job of setting up a server, a Discord server for this group, and I've talked to him about it. It started out with Bart and myself over this pinball thing, and I've talked with him. I think we're adding in the Gaming Road Warrior and Mr. Postal, going to kind of make it for our little group to be able to share information. And it's going to have certain little categories in it. One of them's about the FX tournament. There'll be some other stuff that if you enjoy watching my content, Bart's content, Gaming Road Warrior, Mr. Postal, Arcade Chaos, the kind of little core group that's around here that's kind of putting these shows together. It's something you can do. So I'm asking, get the point, I'm asking Derek, is there any way, are we at that point yet? Maybe we'll do it next week, but are we at that point yet where you could put a link or an invite to that Discord in the comments right now that anybody's here might want to go check it out? I'm asking Derek if that's possible. If not, we'll hold off on it. But if you wanted to put that in the comments, Derek, that might be cool. And maybe we'll feature, if Derek would like to, come on the show one night with us and kind of explain a little bit about Discord for those that aren't familiar with it. So,
yeah, I think the little Discord server is pretty neat. Like you said, we're just kind of testing the waters right now, and it's mostly just I think there's only like 5 or 6 of us that are even using it right now. But I like that feature where he's got it set up anytime any of us put up a video, I get notified, because sometimes YouTube don't tell me. Now, Mike, you put out a video, didn't you?
Yeah, I just put one out today.
Yeah. See,
I got the note. I got the, and
in Discord is how I found out about it.
And my problem with YouTube is I admit I subscribe to you guys, but I subscribe to a lot of other people, and sometimes when I go to my subscribers, I filter through, and then I might find yours, and I don't get a notification. But this Discord, I've got it set up on my phone and on my PC, and I can. My phone sent me a notification today, Mike, and just said Gaming Road Warrior posted a video, and
nice.
I could actually watch it on the Discord server.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's giving you credit for the watch on Facebook, but on YouTube. But yeah, I could actually watch it on the server. Other cool things about it is Nintendo Switch. I haven't figured this out. They sell a headset at Walmart and at Sam's Club for this thing. And I asked the guy one time that worked at one of the GameStop. I said, so I buy a headset for this. It's got the mic and everything. I said, what's it do? Because this thing doesn't have any voice capability.
Right.
So he says, and it was GameStop. The guy's kid, it's a kid behind the counter, right? I don't know. You want one?
Ooh.
But so Bart and I think all of us have played some Nintendo Sports. We played some other games on there, and we've had to get on our phones. And I'll tell you what, Derek and I tested out that voice the other night. Crystal clear, man. You put that Discord right on your phone, and I think he said, he can correct me if I'm wrong, I think he said we could put up to 20 people on there.
Whoa.
Chatting. So
yeah, it was a pretty high number. Yeah, but I think it's pretty neat, and the things you can do with the little side channels and all that. So, you can still talk about different stuff without, if you're talking pinball and then someone else wants to talk about the Switch, he's got that other sub channel, so you're not burying your Switch talk in between 10,000 posts about pinball. That does make it handy. You can go to the ones you're looking at, so that's kind of 100 people voice chat at a time, 25 on video.
Wow. Yeah, and Bart, you mentioned something about that, and I was the one that kind of broke that. You set up a little mini off tournament for Star Trek just for giggles on there, just us testing it out again. And I posted a score for another game. And after I realized that, and I thought of that, I thought, the whole purpose of having this set up this way is to not confuse people. So I deleted that post. I thought, what a moron! What a moron! This is for Star Trek right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it's just right now it's all just for fun anyway. So it was just, I kind of figure anyone that's posting any scores in there at this point, it's all just like 6 of us that are going on there. So if you post that score, I'm going to try to, if I have that table, I'm going to try to beat it. Just like anyone who posts a score, that becomes a mini tournament. It's like, it's on.
Yeah. The only thing I would say is there was a couple of us that posted pictures of their scores, and I couldn't figure out what table it was because the picture showed the score, and I think it was one of you did. I thought that's what made me think that I made an error because I blew it up and I realized I could see the little Starship Enterprise in the picture, and I said Star Trek. So that's when I said, well, crap, it's supposed to be just for Star Trek. That's why I should have done that. Anyway, Champagne Room said Discord's very cool, so he's evidently a part of that. And I saw somebody else mention something else about Discord, but somebody said something about the Champagne Room says it's a collectible headset. Yeah, that's neat. I'll just buy a $30 headset and put it on the shelf and say, it's a collectible. It doesn't work, but that's something to put up there and get dust on it.
Yeah, AZ Cowboy 1 had said something. Yeah, the voice chat, so you can have trash talk while playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like we did, Greg, with the Zaccaria playing the multiplayer where, the best multiplayer pinball that they have, where we're playing and watching each other on their tables and being able to talk it's awesome. It's like
you got to communicate a little bit and say, okay, here we're going into because it's not all automatic. You got to say, okay, who's going to enter the room? Who's going to set it up? It's ready now.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a fun little side thing that, as the community grows, and then we can also use it for the main tournaments that we're doing, and have information there. Greg posted in there about starting today's, right? You put the, yeah. Did you put something in there for when it started today? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
And that's where I'm planning on putting a lot of the information about now I know a lot of people don't have it. I'm going to try to get the information out otherwise too, but that would be a good place for us to put the passwords in, the information in for all those people who are going to move on in this pinball tournament to the post-season tournaments, as I like to call it, or whatever. So.
Right.
Well, Derek, yeah. I'll tell you what. We'll make sure we get that. If you get that, I assume we'll get together and you can tell me how I can get an invite link that I can maybe Bart and I can. And if the Gaming Road Warrior wants to do some on Poe, we could start getting that link embedded in some of our videos, along with our other share stuff, so we can get people to doing that. But with that being said, I see Mr. Off Grid is a working man, and I know he got up super early this morning to go to work, and I can see it in his eyes. I feel it in my eyes. And Mike's out on the West Coast. I think it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Just kidding, but it's not late. So, unless anybody else has anything big, I'm going to go to final thoughts. Anybody got anything big they want to do? Otherwise, I'm going to turn it over to the Gaming Road Warrior. Let's see if he's got any final thoughts on anything you want to talk about. It's your floor.
Oh, cool. Yeah, actually, Discord is. Can you have Discord on your phone as well as the computer?
Yeah.
think that'd be
Yeah.
easier for me to put it on the phone.
Yeah, that's where I use it, is on my phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll definitely download it tonight then.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All the menus are there just like they would be. So
Yeah.
Nice.
I have it. Oh, I got 4 things on my notification thing. So there's 4 messages on there. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's Poe. Never mind. Delete. Oh, no, this one's Derek. Oh, see, Derek's on there. And, the notification about the live stream. But, Hollywood Polo is here.
Hi, Hollywood Polo.
Hollywood Polo, good evening, sir. Glad to see you here.
Yeah, but it is on the phone, and it's very, very convenient on the phone.
Cool.
Is Polo in the tournament? I'm trying to see. I need to check and see.
I don't, unless he's got a different name for it, like on Steam, or I'm not sure.
Yeah, me neither.
Well,
Hollywood Polo, do you play on the in the tournaments we're doing on either FX3?
You know, I don't see him on. I got to ask him this while he's here. Hollywood, I've seen a username on Steam when I'm searching through the pinball tournaments that looks like it's similar to Hollywood Polo, but it's not Hollywood Polo, and I can't remember what it was now. I'd write it down. But, the password? Well, it's G.Parker is the host, and the password is always off. Now, of course, this is the last week of it, but and it's one ball, one play. But if you found G.Parker's tournament and the password is off grid, all lowercase, all run together, one word, OFFGRID. So if you want to join in for the last week and see what's going on there, that'd be fun. But I know that was my question though. Is yep, yes sir. No, not grind. GRID. Leave the N off. No, that's right. No spaces. OFFGRID. There you go. Now you got an extra F. Okay. I think he's having fun with me.
Yeah, but that'll be the last week for this. Next week we'll start the tournaments, so there'll be different passwords.
Okay, that is you. I saw that HUGPOLO on FX3. You got PA. You must type like me, man. PX3, FX3, I believe. Yes, I've seen that, and I always wondered if that was you on there because it was so similar. So that is Hollywood Polo. Perfect. Oh no. Some people, he may be having fun with me, but I'll tell you what, if you see the messages I typed to these guys when we're communicating about these YouTube stuff, that's between the automatic spell check screwing up the words I'm writing and me not having fat thumbs and can't type on a phone, I don't spell nothing right. But dang it, we got off subject. Mike got onto the thing, and that's good. I'm glad he brought that up. Mike, I'm going to still let you go back to your final thoughts. You were talking about the Discord. Anything else you want to bring up before we pass it over to Bart?
Sure. When you guys were mentioning like posting or scores, like online, I know if anybody's familiar with, what was his name? No Swear Gamer. I know Mr. Postile knows who he is, but he does that for his arcade scores. He'll post it to see if other people can beat it as well. I'm not sure for consoles like his Atari 2600, he'll post scores, I think. And that got me interested. Like, oh, yeah, that's really interesting what you guys were talking about for posting the scores on Discord. But of course, like what you guys said, the honor system, hopefully, we're being honest, not taking somebody else's, like a guy that's really good at the game, posting their score on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
screen capture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if that was the case, I'd have my wife play for me every week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll try to get my cat to play. So
Yeah, and when we're just playing for fun, I don't know why anyone would feel the need to cheat anyway. It's just bragging rights. It's not like you're getting a prize. So,
yeah,
but anyway.
that's all for me.
I know I am going to let you answer this one question. Polo did ask how you became the gaming road warrior. You just want to address that briefly. I assume he's just curious about that. Yeah, I just saw that in the chat.
Sure. Because I'm a big Mad Max fan. I've always liked that car. That's my logo, the Ford Interceptor. So what's kind of funny about that now, I'm actually driving a Dodge Challenger. So I did post that on my video, and I love muscle cars. So, and I love gaming, so that's why I kind of chose the name. Granted, my first name was Mike CB's Gaming HQ, and that's from my military name. But yeah, I'm a fan of the muscle cars, so that's why I picked that, and the movies of the Road Warrior.
I did a video, went live today just for grins, was playing Mustang on Stern Pinball Arcade. And I said, this is a shout out to Gaming Road Warrior, because that reminds me of him when I'm playing that muscle car game. So
I saw that. Yeah.
Bart, we're going to turn it over to you. So you got any final thoughts? Because I know it's getting late. We've been on an hour. And
yeah. No, just the normal. Everyone needs to jump in there and get in this tournament. You can't say you don't have time when it's a one ball, one attempt thing. Greg and I both, you could watch both of our full games and not even take up 3 minutes. So jump into the tournaments. Like you said, G.Parker is the host, Off Grid is the password, week 10, and then we're going to roll into the playoffs. It's going to be fun. That's about all I got.
outstanding. To answer the question, on this channel, on this stream right now, you've got 2 Navy vets. So you've got Mr. Off Grid and the Gaming Road Warrior are both Navy vets. You've got Mr. Postile is a Air Force vet, and I did not serve. Was in the fire service for a lot of years. But my hat goes off to the 2 vets. I want to thank them for their service. So since you asked, there you go, 2 Navy men. Proud of them because you got a boy that was in the Navy and he's in the Coast Guard now. So do a fine job of protecting this country. All right. With that being said, I think that was my final word. I want to thank everybody. We've had a great turnout for these live videos on Sunday. Again, next Sunday will be the kickoff for our tournament. We've had a good interest. I'm going to see if I can bribe Off Grid into maybe sticking with me and continuing to do at least a once a week show, as with the other fellas here in our group, to kind of, if anything, talk pinball or whatever we want to talk about and kind of keep this thing going live. So seem to have a good turnout and a lot of good people in the chat. So I enjoy it. So with that being said, say goodnight, Bart.
Good night, Bart.
Say goodnight, Mike.
Good night, Mike.
And I'll say good night, Mr. Postile, wherever you may be. Thanks for watching, everybody.
All right. See you.